All right, so this is the introduction to Take Two, my twin documentary. This episode, I wanted to just give a little bit of background about me and my baby daddy / love of my life. So he is a film director. That's why this is called Take Two. I wanted to stick with like a film theme for everything. He's awesome. I wish that he could be in this episode, but he doesn't like to be in front of the camera. He likes to be behind the camera. So let's get started. So he basically has been doing film for almost 10 years now. I've been almost everything. I mean, I've been an athlete, I've modeled. Before I met him, I was doing real estate, a leasing consultant. And then I, really had just started my blogging right before I met him, maybe like about 8 months before I met him. So when I first reached out to him, I slid in his DMs on Instagram, and I wanted him to do like a little 30-second promo for my relaunch for my website I was doing. And I ended up just really liking him. He was giving me like good vibes. Like he was eating crab legs, and we was like, what was it, babe? I know you can't talk, but no, that's the second date.
Oh, first date?
No, I'm trying to think what we were supposed to do. Oh, I hit him up because we were supposed to watch the Golden State Warriors game together. We was bonding over basketball, because that's my sport. I'm not that much of a football girl. No shade to the football people. But we were supposed to get together and watch the game, and it was just, I don't know, I just started liking him more than, I was like so over the 30-second, promo for my commercial thing. So we went on our first date, which was kind of like supposed to be a business meeting, but it wasn't. We just talked about everything, our lives, our shitty past with relationships, because we both have been completely dogged out. It felt good to be able to talk to a dude about your heartbreak, because they always say, don't talk about your past on your first date. That's pretty much mostly what we talked about. We really bonded over that. So we had a second date like 2 days after the first date. And he went all out, y'all. Like, he had lobster, he had a whole thing of crab legs, and I'm a DC girl, okay? That's how you get us with crabs. So I felt really special. His apartment was beautiful. It's hard to find a guy who got no kids, a good job, nice place to stay. I was like, oh, okay, he's a keeper. So we were basically inseparable after that. I can't even think of like a day we really spent apart after our second date. He went away to like Dallas or something on business or something once, but that was like really it. So we've been pretty much inseparable. He's been pretty much like the key behind pushing my brand. He's done all of my videos, most of my graphics. But aside from that, he's been like my best friend, like truly. So can you not smile like that?
Love you, babe.
I love you too. So let's talk about family. So this happened, when did we get together? Okay, we got together in July. This happened real quick. I'm not ashamed. It happened real quick. So we got together June, not even July. So it's June 28th. We first met. I want to say he told me he loved me first, but I knew I loved him too. We kind of like fell in love very early. But I really, really knew that like, okay, this is something that I really want to do for life when the holidays came around. And I saw how loving and supportive his family was to me. I don't have a big family. My mom and my grandmother are pretty much my immediate family. I'm the only child. I have no siblings. And my father is incarcerated. He'll probably be incarcerated for a while, although I have hopes that that might change. So when it comes to family, it's just me, my mom, and my grandmother. His family's big. I mean, his father's side is big. They're supportive. His mother's side is really big, and they're super duper supportive. And I've always wanted like a big family. And aside from that, like when I thought about myself in motherhood, in the past, like I got a lot of not bad reports from my doctor, but I was dealing with some feminine issues as far as like cysts and fibroids, things that Black women deal with in general. And I wasn't told that I could not have children, but I was told that I might have a difficult time getting pregnant. So as years went on and like all my closest friends had kids, and I'm just sitting around like, okay, am I gonna be able to be a mom? Like, it'll be cool to just like kind of be selfish and live a selfish lifestyle like my whole life. But I mean, when you're a woman, you want to experience motherhood. Like, that's a big deal. So when did I find out? So the holidays were great. Like I said, his family was super supportive. And obviously the holidays, we spent a lot of time bootlegging, I guess. And January 5th, soon as 2018 hit, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're gonna do for the brand. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. January 5th, I found out I'm pregnant. So let me give you ladies a tip. If you pee on that stick and it comes up in like 7 seconds or 5 seconds, like instantly that you're pregnant, it's possible that what happened to me will happen to you. I'm not gonna say what happened to me yet because we're gonna get to that. So I called the doctor because I'm always tracking my cycle. Like, I'm one of those app girls. Everything is on schedule all the time, constantly. I know when I'm ovulating, I know when I'm not, I know when my period's gonna come, I know when it's gonna stop. And I mean, it happened, and what do you know? It was like, okay, no period. This is scary. So I waited. I didn't want to buy a bunch of pregnancy tests because we've had scares before. But when I took the test, boom, it was like literally 6 to 10 seconds, it was positive, both tests. So I was just ecstatic. I mean, at first I was shocked, and I probably had the look on my face like, like, what now? But I mean, Aaron was super supportive. He was like really happy and excited, and I called the doctor to try to get an appointment like ASAP because I'm a worry freak. They didn't want to see me. They didn't want to see me until like 8 weeks later. So imagine going 8 weeks, not knowing what's going on. It's my first pregnancy. No morning sickness though. God is good. I was really, really lucky. No morning sickness. I just was hungry all the time. I could not stay full to save my life. I couldn't. Like, I would eat, and then 20 minutes later, my stomach would be growling and being super, super sleepy. So my first, like the confirmation for my pregnancy, that appointment was February the 13th. How convenient, the day before Valentine's Day. It's really cool. So this was a big day. I mean, I was happy. I had the dry face. Like, I was so nervous. I didn't even want to get out of the car to go into the daggone appointment. So we go into the appointment, and I get into the room. You know, I'm like sweaty hands, super, super nervous. And the doctor came in and started the exam. So boom, like the ultrasound starts, okay? And they're like, I mean, the doctor's like, oh, you see the baby? And boom, it was like perfect. Like, it was a baby right there, like right there. And we're happy, we're ecstatic. We could see the little heartbeat. Like, it was perfect. And of course, Amil, Aaron, what should I call you, Aaron? All right, so Aaron decides to crack a joke as usual. He was cracking jokes the whole time, trying to like lighten my mood because I was nervous as hell. And he's like, oh, why don't you go ahead and check and see if it's 2 in there? And then she moves the thing just a little bit to the left, and it's 2 of them. So she's like, congratulations, yeah, he's right, you're having twins. The biggest moment of my life. Like, who knew? Who goes from no babies to 2? Only me. So that's why this documentary is called Take 2, because we don't get 1 bundle of joy, we get 2. And I'm super excited. Right now I am 15 weeks, so I'm in my 2nd trimester. So I'm showing pretty much, and it's early. I'm probably gonna be all the way out here. But I'm super excited to share this journey with you guys. This was like just kind of the beginning. I wanted to just give you a little bit of background about who I am and who my baby daddy is and our relationship and our bond. And we're super excited. We are so nervous though. Well, I'm nervous. I don't know about him. I'm super nervous. I'm nervous about birth. I'm nervous about just getting to that moment, that big moment. But I'm so excited. I feel super blessed. I can't thank God enough for the opportunity. And I just want to thank my friends who've been super supportive, and my family and Aaron's family too, because they've been super duper supportive. And I hope you guys tune in to watch what's coming next. All right, so that's the end of the introduction, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And see you next time. I'm drinking my pregnancy tea. Keep stuff going right.